guys, it's your girl Elementalist.k, and I'm back with a little something controversial. I mean, seriously, it took me for a loop. Who says that? When I first heard this quote from Bob McNair, owner of the Houston Texans, I was so shocked to the extent that I thought it was a hoax. I thought it was a joke. I couldn't believe somebody would actually say that. But then when I started seeing articles surface saying that he extended an apology, and when I also started seeing that the Texans were planning to protest because of what he said, I quickly realized that it wasn't a joke, and I am shook. I guess what baffled me most is that in light of the heat regarding the race topic in America right now, specifically within the NFL, wouldn't one want to be above reproach? I'm just saying, you wouldn't want to have anybody drawing negative attention to you because of your position. However, maybe it's more alarming that he was able to say something like that out of spite. Isn't it strange? Which one of you at your jobs, honestly, which one of you can honestly say you can make a statement like that regarding your co-workers or your subordinates without catching any heat? So it begs the question, what type of environment is he in? What is going on in his reach of influence, in his immediate circle? What is going on within his authority that can make him think something like this is okay to be said? Because it can't be misconstrued. There's no room to have any error here. If he didn't mean what he meant by that, then he wouldn't have apologized. He would have taken the opportunity to defend his statement, but instead he made a public apology. So he understood the implications of it. It's hard to dismiss his implications because 70%, and that's like a rough, it might be 73 or 75, but let's just give it an even 70. 70% of the population of the NFL players are black. So if you're saying we can't have the inmates running the prison in correlation to the protests that are going on, then what are you implying? If you're calling the NFL a prison and you're saying that the inmates, you can't have them running it, then what does that make you? Are you saying that you have rulership over them? Because this isn't a lighthearted subject. They are protesting police brutality and murder. Why would you say that? So yes, this is a matter of race. It is black and white. I'm not trying to make it about race. It is literally about race. And maybe it's just me, but as I continue to read, I found something very interesting. If 70% of NFL players are black, isn't it strange that there's only one black owner? If that's not hitting you, let's reverse it. Let's say 70% of the NFL players were white. Would it be weird if there was only one white owner out of that comparison? Proportionally, there's no representation for the black community in the NFL. That is so strange. I didn't even realize that until I read about it. Three leagues, 92 teams, and only one principal black owner. So yes, again, this is an issue of race. It doesn't make sense. I mean, if 70% of the NFL is black, wouldn't you think they would be passionate about it enough to want to gain a position? Wouldn't they want some type of leadership and some type of influence, some type of representation? So what's stopping it from happening? I highly doubt that it's not money. I highly doubt that it's not a want. It's not because people don't want to. What's stopping them? What's going on there? Just, it doesn't make sense and it doesn't look good. And just because they get paid in millions does not mean they are impervious to racial prejudices. So I'm thinking, if this was my business and more than half of it, 2/3 of it are over here saying, hey, this is what we're protesting, I'd want to do something to support them, not punish them in a way. It seems so strange. With all that said, I'm going to leave you with this. Please do not be part of the problem. Racism is not inherent. We are not born with it. It is taught. So please teach your peers, your people in your immediate reach of influence, to see that there is a problem and that silence opens the door for it to continue into the next generation. Thank you for watching. This has been a moment with Elementalist.k.